Warning. Gory Storytime is a horror movie review show by a son and his dad who thought that letting his 5-year-old watch scary movies was acceptable. If you are offended by horror or talk about blood and gore by a child, or if you don't want horror movies from the 60s through today spoiled, then there is a remote stuck in your couch cushion next to potato chip crumbs. Use it. And of course, parental discretion is advised.
Why? You didn't use any.
Shut up and start the show.
Welcome to Gory Storytime. I'm your host, Jason.
I'm his co-host and his father, Craig, and this week we're actually going to disagree somewhat, but we'll get into that later on our feelings about this movie, but I know mine is the unpopular opinion out of the two of us, but we'll get into that. This week we reviewed which movie? In case people can't read
We
behind
still
you.
haven't reviewed it yet, actually,
Well,
but
we're
we're going to review Zombieland.
A movie that does contain zombies and land. So at least it's named correctly.
Yeah.
Anyway, basic premise, it's
Zombies.
post-apocalyptic, and there's a group of people that come together eventually fighting zombies. Which has been done many times before and can be good. So, I
has been good.
high hopes for this one. I did.
You can say that all you want.
I did have high hopes for it. I went into it going, hey, I like a lot of these actors.
And you were not wrongly anticipated, because this was a great movie.
Wow.
But we'll get into that.
Until the movie played in front of my eyes. And then I went, oh, this is like... What if... I'll get into that later. So basically, that's the premise of the movie. There's no real story other than it's post-apocalyptic and people are like running from zombies and killing zombies and trying to survive zombies. And then there's zombies trying to eat and kill people.
Well, that's what happens. It's a zombie movie.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the plot.
Dad.
Anyway.
I could do this about any zombie movie that you like.
Yeah, but the ones I like are good and you like them too.
There was one that I didn't.
What one?
The one that was in the mall in the series of...
Really? Because we watched those.
Yeah.
And reviewed that.
And
you liked
complained the whole time about how dull and long it was.
That's because you didn't understand what it was really doing. It was a political satire, and so was the first one. Like, they use it to make political
but the first one
points.
was good.
Anyway. Let's roll the trailer so that we can stop this bickering shit.
Planet Earth, home to over 6 billion people. Today, our very existence is threatened by epidemics, climate change, and dwindling resources. But those are the least of our problems. Welcome to Zombieland.
My mother always told me, someday you'll be good at something. I mean, I don't think she could have guessed that something would be zombie killing. What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Close, but no cigar. Zombie Kill of the Week went to Miss Cynthia Knickerbocker.
Gotta enjoy the little things. Well, these fellas really let themselves go.
Zombieland.
You guys want some Purell?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe there was a shot there in the cameo person who we'll get into, spoilers,
Mansion. Home, yeah.
in the trailer. Because, you know, it was supposed to be like a complete surprise, so let's, you know, have it in the trailer.
I didn't even know it was supposed to be a surprise when I first watched it.
Well,
Like, I was just like, oh, another person in the movie? Like,
Yeah, well. But before we get into the behind-the-scenes stuff, we have to give a shout-out to our sponsors. These are the folks that come to us, I would say week after week, except for they never come back.
yeah.
Apparently we don't do a good job with the reads or something, I don't know. It's almost like it's made-up nonsense.
Almost.
Almost. But, you know, we can't do this show for free. We got to get paid these fat stacks of cash from these companies. So even if it's just the one read, you know, we charge them up the yin-yang for it. That's why we're always just, you know, able to make it rain. This week, Gory Story Time is brought to you by Blatant Product Placement Limited, the only company that gets you big name brands for your movie and guarantees nobody will bitch about it because we make it so obvious it's considered a joke. From Coke to Doritos or Pizza Hut to Twinkies, we will fill your movie with on-film ads so you can afford little things like cameos from random celebrities that have nothing to do with the plot. That's Blatant Product Placement Productions, or Limited, sorry.
I like it. That's good.
Yes.
Why?
Could you, we need...
Seems like we're not getting paid this week. And by Diagra. Oh my god.
Could you read the copy, please, sir?
We know that you have enough trouble being dead. Why should your sex life be too? Is your package the only part of you that isn't stiff? Let it rise again with Diagra, the only the only ED medication made just for living impaired. Oh my god, no. Warning, if you have an erection lasting more than 4 hours, contact your witch doctor. That's Diagra from the... That's Diagra from the makers of Vagikill. The only douche proven to keep your dead buck smelling fresh as the day you died. Oh god. Diagra. Growl for it by name. Oh my god. No wonder they don't keep coming back.
You're not supposed to laugh at their serious ad. Anyway, let's get to the meat and beef, as you like to say,
Yes.
of the show. In case you're wondering, he doesn't get to read the ads until we're on air many times, because I love that version of him trying to get through it.
Woody Harrelson was arrested.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson, you heard me.
Try this again.
Woody Harrelson.
Harrelson.
Woody was arrested for marijuana possession during filming, which delayed shooting for a day.
And he was high on marijuana for the rest of the shooting, which delayed it for 3 months. Sorry, I was making a joke.
What?
Think about it. I'm saying he was so high, he was like, man, I don't remember my lines, man.
Well, that's not him.
He's high. More than Cheech and Chong combined in the 70s. Anyway,
That's
the
a
script, originally a television pilot, was heavily revised to become a feature film because apparently on the television pilot, they weren't allowed to say certain words that they definitely put into this R-rated movie.
Abigail Breslin and Woody Harrelson's conversation in the Hummer scene about Hannah Montana was ad-libbed.
Hold on. Just the words Woody, Hummer scene, and Hannah Montana seem inappropriate in one sentence.
Yes.
I'm going to comment on every one of these because I hate this movie and I want to have something funny happen, and the movie wasn't. The Zombie Kill of the Week was left over from the script's origin as a television pilot. Each weekly episode would have had a Zombie Kill of the Week performed by characters on the show.
Patrick Swayze was offered a cameo role as a zombie before his cancer diagnosis.
Luckily, he died.
Oh my god! Did he really? Is Swayze dead?
Next.
Yes, he is.
Who
I
else?
know. What? Luckily, he died. Oh. That's not even supposed to be funny. That's just so fucked up. Okay. His
Who else was offered to part?
his scene would have parodied other Swayze movies like Ghost and Dirty Dancing. Zombie cameo roles were also offered to Joe Pesci, Mark Hamill, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Bacon, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, but hold on. That shows you that I'm correct. This script was so horrible, The Rock said no.
He was probably busy.
That's never stopped him from being in every single, artistic piece of S that's existed in Hollywood for the last 10 years. You've seen some awful... He was in Rampage based on an okay video game that had nothing to do with the video game once it came to the screen. He said yes to that, and he turned this down. That tells you that I'm right.
He also said yes to San Andreas.
Again, proving my point.
Well, I'm not saying that.
But anyway, and...
No, so see, he says yes to bad movies.
Yeah,
and
good
Matthew
movies.
McConaughey.
This was so bad, he said no. The puppy that Woody Harrelson is seen playing with in a flashback belongs to Abigail Breslin. So Woody played with Abigail's puppy.
Dad. Stop.
Go.
Originally titled Another Day in Zombieland, but the studio feared people would think it would be a sequel.
Because people are stupid.
People are stupid.
Director Ruben Fleischer said that he was inspired to make this because he saw Shaun of the Dead, a good comedy zombie movie.
Just like this one. Shaun of the Dead was better, though.
Better. Continue.
Contrary to popular belief, the supermarket scene was not filmed in an actual supermarket. A movie set was built from scratch to look like a real supermarket, and some of the merchandise is fake. For example, the stuff behind the glass refrigerator doors is just printed on paper. According to the producers, it was cheaper than buying out a supermarket and paying them for broken merchandise.
There's an additional scene after the credits, an outtake with Bill Murray and Tallahassee, played by Woody Harrelson.
Right.
You don't have to watch it because when the credits roll, if you're still not asleep, go to bed.
This movie was shot in 42 days.
It is revealed on the DVD commentary that Emma Stone was originally cast to play the role of 406.
Wichita is the only main character whose name is revealed. Krista, named for Emma Stone's mother.
Which is funny, considering that she didn't end up being in the movie.
Right.
Bill Murray's mansion in the movie was actually Lee Najjar's house in Buckhead, a wealthy section of Atlanta, Georgia. Mr. Najjar's red Ferrari F430 Spider is in the garage.
Tallahassee paints a 3 on his cars as a reference to Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah.
Both cars that Tallahassee drove were based on the color schemes of Earnhardt's cars. Okay.
The amusement park scenes were filmed at Wild Adventures theme park in Valdosta, Georgia.
August 28th, 2016, on Kevin Smith's show Geeking Out, Original screenwriters Rhett Reese and Paul Warnick announced that they would be writing Zombieland 2 with all the principal actors returning, except for Bill Murray.
The screenplay, and he wasn't a principal character. Like,
No.
I know you like it or whatever. I'm not saying anything about that in this case. I'm just saying, like, he wasn't a principal character.
He was like a
cameo.
large cameo.
But he was a cameo.
Right.
But I do disagree with you that they do have a way they could bring him back if he was willing.
No, and I agree with.
But you said
they could bring him
not
back
for
like
much.
that.
I think that
But it's
if they brought him
whatever.
back, they'd give him a bigger thing, I think. But anyway, the screenplay for this film was featured in the 2007 Blacklist, a list of most liked unmade scripts of the year.
It has been said that this movie was supposed to be based on the video game Left 4 Dead 2. Valve, the creators and developers of the game, denied the studio permission to mention the game and company in the opening and end credits.
Except if that game was from 2009 and was on the 2007 Blacklist of the most liked unmade scripts of the year, it wasn't based on it if it came out 2 years, if the script was written 2 years before. So that's why you don't believe internet rumors, because people are retarded.
Yeah, that's stupid. This movie didn't come out in that year.
Anyway, 6 other additional rules are mentioned in the theatrical promo trailers in the DVD extras. Rule 12, bounty, as in bounty paper towels. If there's one way to describe Zombieland, it is moist. Rule 15, bowling ball. Nothing says massive head trauma like a bowling ball. Rule number 29, the buddy system. It is so important that we take a cue from our zombie neighbors and we have each other's backs. Rule number 6, cast iron skillet. Zombie takes one of these to the head, he ain't getting up. Rule 33, Swiss Army knife. The Swiss Army used that knife for a reason, which brings the total rules number up to 33.
As of 2015, all 4 leads in this film have been nominated for Academy Awards for their performances in other films. In 2017, Emma Stone became the first to win an Oscar for La La Land.
Okay, that's weird. Oh, okay, so Emma Stone, who was in the movie, didn't play 406, she played someone else. That's why I was confused. I was like, wait, they named it after her mother? I don't know, whatever. So Emma Stone won an Oscar, good for her.
Yeah,
Not for this.
not for this.
Oh, and
Oh,
the people have it at 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
and the critics have it at 90% on Rotten.
And as we've mentioned many times, the critics are usually hard on horror and comedy, and the fact that they like this means it can't be a good one because they're not really, like, most horror and comedies that we like, they don't.
Right. That is true. For
So
the
if
most
they
part.
like it, it's because it's weak sauce nonsense.
No.
Now, what was your favorite scene?
You first.
What was my favorite scene of this?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do the joke that I've done many times about, you know, when the credits rolled. I'm not going to do that. It's a lot of the cast. I'm a big fan of a lot of the cast. I mean, there are people that in other movies I enjoyed immensely. I mean, Emma Stone, first of all, is hot. So, whatever. But Woody Harrelson, I like him in a lot of stuff. Jesse Eisenberg, I like in some stuff. He's done a couple things. Like, I didn't really like Scott Pilgrim.
I haven't seen it yet.
Well, I didn't like it, but that's another one that a lot of people like, but I do like him in some stuff. So I'll go, and Abigail Breslin's good. So I will say, you know, I went into it going, I like a lot of these people, at least 3 of them. I don't think I knew
And
who
Rhett Reese and
Abigail
Paul
was at
Warnick
the
are
time.
great writers because they did Deadpool.
Yeah, but that was since this.
Right. But like
They weren't like a known commodity at the time.
Right.
They got Deadpool because people liked this. At the time, I didn't know who they were.
Right.
I'm saying going into it,
Okay,
I didn't
yeah.
go, hey, these 2 writers I've never heard of, they're going to be good. Like, no, that's not
No.
good. But I did say, oh, I like Woody Harrelson. Sometimes I like Jesse Eisenberg, and I like Emma Stone. I didn't really know Abigail at the time. I think she was fairly new.
Yes.
Which explains why she's so young.
Yes.
She probably was pretty new, at least from things that I watched.
Right.
What was your favorite thing?
My favorite thing in this has to be the rules. Because most zombie movies, they'll just assume that everyone knows, like, basic rules that you need to know, like go for the head and all these things like that. But this blatantly makes fun of that, and I love it because no one before this has really, in the movie, mentioned a strict set of rules to follow, and I liked it.
My least favorite part was the stupid ass voiceover. Oh my God, it was unnecessary. It's like, unless I was blind and I was watching a version of the movie, you know how they have the version for the deaf where you can read the, well, they also have ones where you can play a commentary track where it describes the movie for people that have a hard time seeing. That's the only thing that would be good for. But I can see, so I had no need for them to be like, and then I walked into the store to take some Twinkies. It's like, yes, I'm watching you do that. Shut up. It's like, this is when I bashed this guy's head in because he was a zombie. Yeah, I know. I'm watching you do that. Shut up. I don't even mind voiceover in some things, but the way it was used in here was just unnecessary
Redundant.
and annoying.
Yeah.
And it was literally telling me the stuff I was watching happen.
Yes.
For the most part.
Mm-hmm. My least favorite is the whole subplot about Twinkies. Because
It was
found
blatant
it...
product placement. Did you not?
I got that. But, like, when I had first seen the movie, I had never had a Twinkie, and I just found it abundantly annoying that every time...
There was snowballs in there, too.
Yeah, but every time that they, like,
But
stopped...
I don't like coconut, so...
Every time they stopped the movie for any reason, it was Woody Harrelson's looking for a Twinkie.
I don't know why you keep saying Harrelson. It's Harrelson.
Tallahassee was looking for
Twinkies.
and it was annoying. And now that I've had Twinkies and they're disgusting, it's even more blatantly annoying.
You don't like chemical sponge cake with fake cream?
No. Yeah,
Weird.
I especially don't like the nasty flavors that they have, except for I'm okay with the fudge ones.
Yeah, I
Still
don't
don't
like
care
that
for
either,
them because
but-
they've got the nasty Twinkie inside, but...
They do a zombie edition for Halloween, too, where they stick green goo in the middle.
Mint?
No, just green. It's like fluorescent green.
More chemicals.
Yeah, basically. All right, so what would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
I mean, for my love of horror movies, my love of zombies, and my love of comedies, I'm going to have to give it an 8.5.
For my love of all those things and the fact that this shat upon all of them, I'm going to have to give it like a 2.
You're entitled to be wrong,
Sorry.
and I'm not.
And I understand mine is the unpopular opinion in this situation. I know
The
that.
stuff that I read every week is on that side of the screen to cover my dad up because he blah, blah, blahs. You can watch this show, Fact TV, on Channel 8, Thursdays at 8:30 p.m., Fridays at 7 p.m. You can email us at gorystorytime@yahoo.com. We won't get it. You can like us on Facebook. You can watch back episodes on www.fact8.com.
And also, what did you miss?
I missed Twitters and I
Okay,
missed...
yeah, we got Twitter. I'm at Craig Jakes, all one word, all lowercase.
you can like Fact TV on Facebook. I didn't say
Okay,
that.
yeah.
But you probably have if you're
Your
watching
Twitter
this live.
is?
My Twitter is at Jason T. Jakes, capital J, capital T, capital J.
You can also look at some of the episodes on my YouTube channel, and there's some other things too. Just Juggalo Jakes, all one word.
All
J-U-G,
lowercase.
yeah, well, JUGGALOJACQUES.
Yep.
It's got music videos. It's got our 100th episode spectacular, like a slightly different version than the one they actually aired. I think it's
Yep.
the one that I uploaded. It's got a fake commercial we did for Massengill for Guys. It's got a
Yes.
bunch of
But
things.
because we're running low on time, we should wrap this up.
And
so
say-
until next time, I'm your host Jason,
I'm his co-host and Father Craig.
and sweet
Sweet
dreams.
dreams.